cluster. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that these different cars can be rented out by different rental companies. They can be even an individual who are renting their cars out. So it's no one company will have a monopoly of the market. It's a much better price for the end user. So we'd like to demo our application by opening the application on the mobile, which is here for Alice, as you can see our splash screen. So Alice is going to send a message out to the vehicles to say, I'm looking to do a journey. And what those vehicles do will bid on that journey. And as you can see, there is a particular winning bid at £3.40. Yeah. And when the car approaches Alice, she is able to get into the vehicle. As you can see, the status changes to occupied. She can do her reach her destination. She can then leave the vehicle, and we can see that then changes to available. And that car can be used for other journeys by other people on the same platform. Now, at the point that she got into the vehicle, she made a payment, and that payment was done through WorldPay on the API. Now that bid, the winning bid was £3.40. So if we actually have a look here, we can see that the bid here was £3.40 on the API and also £3.40 on the mobile application. Don't believe this. Okay, so that is essentially our project. Do you have any questions?
What happens if 2 cars?
We have.
You guys can pay me later.
We have these 3 different cars that are having a bidding war. Okay, so it's much like eBay, but in the opposite direction. So we have car 1 that's bid £2.50, car 2 that's bid £1.75 for this user, and then car 3 that's bid £3. So the cheapest bid, or cheapest lower limit, is £1.75. So car 2 wins that bid. Okay, but as a reasonable price, much like eBay in the opposite direction, we actually go to the next price up minus, in this case, 1p, but it could be £1 or £10. It could be just a percentage. Okay. So in this case, car 2 wins with a price of £2.49. So why is it not £1.79?
Very much, guys.
Smashed it.
But your credit card number becomes fully exposed to the API. WorldPay does this as well. They expose this full 16-digit credit card number. Me, as a hotel owner and as the owner of a company that deals with reservations platform for other hotels, I have access to every single raw.
You may not know this, but waste is a huge problem in the UK and in developing countries. UK's landfills are at 97% capacity, and the fees for sending waste are increasing exponentially. So what has the UK done? First, they've tried to increase recycling by extending the number of days before they'll pick up your waste. That's not working. Recycling is going down, waste is going up. Then they started to invest in waste incineration plants. But the NIMBY issue of not in my backyard is very real. So they're having trouble building these plants. Well, now I turn your attention to Ireland, where they have pay by weight. And this is what the UK is moving to, and they're already trialing it, even in London as we speak. So essentially, for each bin container, you will be charged for the amount of waste in that container. What if you could instead flip that on its head and know how much waste is in your container before you are charged for it, rather than waiting 2 to 6 months for an invoice that you can't even necessarily trust, because at the end of the day, that logistics company is weighing your bin. What if you could know if your neighbor is putting waste into your container while you're at work, causing you to have a higher invoice? So what we've created is an IoT dashboard. The sensor, which you can see has the sort of water jug on it, represents the waste. And what that is doing is it's feeding via Wi-Fi to our dashboard the amount. And so this is Mary and Jack. When Mary logs into her dashboard, she sees the amount of the waste in her container. She sees the amount that the local council is going to charge her, and she sees the amount that she's going to have to pay in the future. What is interesting about this model is we not only tell you how much you should put away in preparation for when your invoice comes, but we encourage local councils to give homeowners credit for recycling. So you have your domestic waste bin for which you will be paying, but your recycling bin can basically give you credit for recycling. So your net payment to the local authority for your waste can be reduced by the amount of food waste you recycle, the amount of plastics you recycle, the amount of garden waste you recycle. Never before has the consumer had such insight into their own household waste habits. We also do analysis and reporting to show you how over the course of the year your waste has been reduced. We show you how much you've saved by.
And is it connected to the, so I saw there was a pay now button on that dashboard. Is it connected?
Yes.
Can we see that work?
So at the moment, we're using a third party that was quite simple on the client side, but we did spend some time installing the SDK. This is why the second computer is here, using the WorldPay solution. But this one does work using another easier third-party solution. but this is the preferred way. And moving forward,
1 minute, guys.
moving forward, for people who don't want to bother at all, we can install the WorldPay SDK onto the device, and when your waste reaches capacity in the bin, it can automatically send a payment to your local authority, so you don't even have to worry about it.
And also to add to that, the WorldPay is within, so it's an embedded payment method process. It doesn't deal with the interface. It does not deal with presentation or anything. So it caters for the security and the processing layer that is going on. So if WorldPay take this further, I mean, in London and Bexley and many other people, you make money from waste, and that's the